let's talk about executing paid social campaigns through 6sense. In another video, I talked about our journey-based ads, and that was based on segments and using 6sense display. But thanks to our integrations with LinkedIn and Facebook, you can use that same data to deploy ads across those different networks. So just like you create a segment for display, you can do the same thing. You can even use the same segment, and you can then push that into whatever channel you want. So let's think about LinkedIn for a second. We'll use ABM as a term that we talked about earlier, and the consideration stage. I'm going to take that particular segment, and I can push it directly into LinkedIn. Those accounts are now captured, and any LinkedIn ad unit, LinkedIn feature from a paid perspective, you can now execute against those particular accounts. So in this case, I'm going to deploy something that we call a stage accelerator. And what we'll actually do is we will look at accounts that we've engaged with, have an open opportunity. Maybe it's our stage 1. So for us, stage 0 is a calendared meeting. Stage 1, that meeting has occurred, but now that's the time, okay, we want to make sure that we're qualifying the right folks, and we're going to get it to stage 2, where there's an active opportunity, it has pipeline value, and sales is actively working it. And what we do with the stage accelerator is we're able to take both a 6sense segment as well as data from our CRM, in this case Salesforce, say, you know what, let's take a look at all of the accounts in stage 1, and maybe they're in this particular offering, maybe we want to exclude our professional services, or we want to exclude any particular piece of business renewal, and we want to focus on new business. And then what we do is we create a series of individual ads for a particular piece of content, and we've got a huge library of content that we have found that can really help progress those accounts. And we want to make sure that our mobilizer, sort of the one who's initiating the project and running it, as well as anyone in the buying committee, is exposed to that content. The really, really powerful thing about this in LinkedIn is we can now use LinkedIn's targeting, title, experience, any number of different things to take that account and really whittle it down. And we have an entire library of content that we've seen that can really help progress those accounts. And what we want to do is we want to get in front of as many members of the buying committee as we can. In a lot of cases, we have opportunities where there's 6, 7, 10, number of different personas that are involved in that. So using the LinkedIn targeting, and we can pick, maybe I want to get in front of the CFOs, marketers, sales, director and above at these particular accounts. And then we will serve out those content ads to them, and it will all run concurrently as that opportunity is being worked. And the beauty of this is this all happening dynamically. So as these accounts move into stage 1, they're brought into this particular campaign. Once they're qualified out, they're pulled out. And so it's this sort of set up and it's running. So there's a lot of things you can do with this. I wouldn't say set it and forget it, but you can absolutely run it and have it going for a long period of time. And you definitely want to make sure you're refreshing your content, your creative, and always looking at what's the best content, what's performing well, and maybe going out and creating entirely new content. The other thing that you can do, which is very similar, is push the same segments to Facebook. Now, what's a little bit different there is because I know I don't have a Facebook account at my 6sense email. I hope you don't have your Facebook account on your work email. That's probably not a good idea. But what we do is when we send those accounts to Facebook, we have a data provider that will help us map, okay, Adam Kaiser's at 6sense, they have some intelligence to say, okay, we think we found a matching Facebook account. And there's a match rate that goes on there, and they find those contacts, and now you can create an audience in Facebook with similar targeting, and you can create that and push those ads out as well. And you can use any Facebook ad unit, video, whatever it may be, to accomplish the same thing. Now, obviously you're on Facebook, entirely different audience, entirely different approach. Really think about your creative there, because very stodgy business creative on Facebook just doesn't work. So have a little bit fun with it, do some things that are different, and really do something to get really somebody who's sitting on their couch after work going through Facebook that could grab their attention. It can be really powerful as well.